All right, we're good to go. What's good? What's good? What's good? Y'all tuned into the corner. God, I'm messing up. See, we got company now. I'm nervous. See, I don't never mess up. All right, let's do it again.
You say the same line every month.
Right.
Do you want me to change up the line since everybody?
No, I like
You're
that.
the one all nervous.
Exactly, I'm the one. All right. What's good? What's good? What's good? Y'all in the mix with the Corner Radio, hosted by your man Q. I got my R&B co-op up here with me today, JR and K. What's going on, y'all?
What's up? What's up?
Praise the Lord.
You didn't go to church today.
I can watch online, thank you.
All right.
I went by the church because I had to drop something off.
Okay. Yo, we got a special guest this week. I've been excited. We've been chopping up back and forth on Twitter for a while, trying to get her on here. We got my homegirl, Tia Sumner. What's going on, miss?
Hey, how are you?
I'm chilling. I'm glad to have you on here. Quick intro of her real quick. She's a life coach. She is the author of a new book, a conversation piece, 32 bold relationship lessons for discussing marriage, sex, and conflict. She is the writer of the year over at BMWK, where I met her, Black and Married with Kids, an awesome website. So thank you for chopping it up with us and taking time out.
Thank you for having me. It's a pleasure. I'm looking forward to it.
Yes, ma'am. Now, one thing that a lot of people probably don't know about me is we've interviewed authors before, because I'm a bookworm at heart. I read. I actually come to my crib, and I'll like MTV crib. Nobody ever had a library. I actually have books in here. You know, I actually have things that you can touch. I have pages in them. I'm a bookworm. And back in 97 or 98, when I was still up at Strictly Hip Hop at Morgan, we started a book list, a Strictly Hip Hop book list, because I wanted to promote literacy in Baltimore. So that was one of the things we did, and it was one of the highlights of that was in '99 we got invited out to the Baltimore Book Fair, and we were talking about at that time Sister Soldier's book, The Coldest Winter Ever, which is
I love that book.
Yeah, and the thing that really showed me so much about doing radio and even doing these podcasts is you never know who your audience is, because when they invited us out to the book fair, there were only 3 people there. And the funny thing was, me and my homegirl Sam, it was a young white couple and an older woman who was about 74 with locks. And I was like, you know, y'all, I'm sure y'all here for the wrong joint, this for super hip hop. And they was like, yeah, Kill, we listen to you every week. Like, and I was just like, wow, a young white couple and this older black woman who's in her 70s listens to the show. So one of the things, and that ties into this show, which is going to be about our top 5 love songs. Because one of the things that's amazing to me is that so many of our listeners are young, which shocks me because, you know, we're older. We talk about, you know, except JR, shots fired real quick. And, you know, the rest of us.
That's why you got her on here, because she a life coach. So, see, you know,
you guys help us with some of our eternal issues on the
yes.
Okay.
They all said, get your life right.
You gotta stop picking on JR and the fact that he's 18 and everything like that.
You see, he come back with another shot. You see what I'm saying?
I see it.
Yeah, to solve these problems. But one of the things that a lot of the younger people who listen to the show are always saying, y'all are always talking about how there aren't any love songs and how the youth today don't have love songs to listen to. It's like, okay, Kill, what are some of the dopest love songs? And I thought that this would be a dope time to kind of chop it up about that. So, Tia, you're our guest today. What is one of your top 5 love songs and why?
My top 5, and I know you just did the Prince podcast just a little while ago, but my number 1 is "Adore" by Prince. It's just, it puts me in some kind of mood, and as soon as I just hear the melody, I'm just gone, and I'm thinking about other things. So yeah, so that one for me is number 1.
Hallelujah.
Amen.
Now does that take you back? Is there anything else? Is there anything we don't want to?
You're going to try to get in your business.
No, I don't want to get in your business. Box. Is there anything is there any lyrics in there that just stand out for you? Any certain parts, anything like that?
Yeah, I think just the start. Well, that he says a curse word and he gets away with it on air. That was the one thing that I'm like, how is he able to say we ain't effing just for kicks? But just and nobody had a problem with it. I think that's something like Prince is just so cold. He can just curse on the radio. They don't believe it or anything. But I think just the way it starts, like he just gets right into it. Like, you know, I'll until the end of time, I'll be there for you. And just like for me, what I really loved about the song is that it was about intimacy and sex, but it wasn't like it was more to it than that. Like it was a real love song, and like, yeah, we're gonna get busy or whatever, but I still love you and I'm still gonna be there for you and support you. So it was just different for me than other love songs.
Right. And Adore is one of mine. Same thing is just, because I love it because it's like, Prince is known for being freaky. And it was freaky, but it was a freaky love song, you know what I mean? And one of my favorite lines in it is when he says, was I your first?
Yeah.
Was I your every fantasy? And it's like, when you really think about the love part of that, like if you are a woman's first, and you ask, was I with everything that you thought it was? Like you don't think about it at first, but that's really that you care about first.
But did he really care, or did he just want to one up the other? Every fantasy? So it was Rob. Oh, I got something for you. I was waiting.
But even that is sweet. Even that's sweet. Like I want to do you even better than Rob did you. Like that's even thoughtful.
JR, I know you said that was one of yours. What was it about Adore for you?
When he talked about, who says if God one day strikes me blind, your beauty I still see. Love is too weak to define me, just what you mean to me. Like that's, I mean, you can say that to a chick right now, and I'm like, if God strikes me blind, sweetheart, like, you don't get it. Like, you so bad. Like, I don't even need this. Your beauty, I see. Like, I was like, Prince, man, listen, man. Look, man, come on, y'all, go to the next one.
Well, hold on.
They have to have a moment. Don't do it. Don't have
a moment. Don't have a brag moment. Don't have a brag moment. Calm down. One of the other things that I loved about it was that at that time, this is 1987, so I'm in like 7th, 8th, 9th, 8th grade. And I'm dating now and everything like that, so I'm hearing music differently. And the thing that I loved about it was that it wasn't just a freaky love song; it was cool too. It was like, well, maybe not the whip. You can't, like I got to have your face all up in the place, but you can't the whip. Like I almost went too far. Let me bring it back.
That's because he was cheating on you with somebody else. Like,
we talking love songs today. We talking love. All right, Kate, which one of yours?
I would have to say, because I love this dude, Raheem Devon. Guess who loves you more? That song right there, from the beginning, when he's talking about, I heard you broke up with your man, whatever, and then he just comes in and just that line right there, he don't have to say anything else. Guess who loves you more? You got me, right? And I saw him perform it. I know he was singing to me, even though he didn't see me back then. I know he was performing that for me, because then afterwards he wrote Woman, and I know that was for me too.
Okay.
But Guess Who Loves You More is just so dope. It's just kind of like, look, I love you more than anybody ever could. From your past, go forward. You ain't gonna meet nobody like me. And that right there, and the whole seriousness, because we got life coaching on here. I need some help. And so, me, that right there is like, for real, if a dude starts singing that to you, because I'm old school, because a dude starts singing that in the phone or playing that in the background, seriously, we gonna move in together. Because that right there, that it is me, is like, that we shacking up. I'm telling you, right from that song. So that's my number one right there. I'm sorry. That's why we got the coach.
That is why she's here to help us on the low. My first joint, I'm gonna go old school on y'all and hit y'all with the OJ's "Loving You." The old joint, the lyrics, "Loving you has made my life so sweeter, baby. Since I got you, everything is all right. When I'm loving you, it feels so good inside. When I make love, I'm in paradise. I'm in paradise. You make me feel, I wish I could sing it, y'all. You make me feel good. from my head down to my toes.
Yes, Lord.
And sometimes I want to shout, I want to scream and tell the world, there's a girl in my mind that your love is so good.
And that's that part right there, Kill, where Eddie get real loud with it. Like, you can feel it in his voice. He's singing that line.
Yeah.
You know it's good.
Right.
It's good right there. Ooh.
Right.
Yeah.
Loving You, man. That was one of my joints. I tell you how good this song is. My old supervisor at EAA, Max, he was an atheist, and he was saying that this is the type of love music God listens to. Now, when somebody who don't believe God,
right,
that's deep.
That's deep. That is deep. That's a love song right there. Yeah.
You don't even believe in him, but like God listens to this. So that's my number. What's your number 2, Tia?
I'm gonna move around my list a little bit because now you got me thinking. OJ's Isley Brothers, Sensuality, Part 1 and Part 2. Woo wee! That's another one for me. It's just the, like, for me, sometimes it's just the melody and the music. Like, as soon as I hear it, I'm like, okay, where my boo at? It's it's time to do what we got to do, because it's just the music. Like, they knew how to, I don't know, kind of wow you or get you excited just by the melody. Like, the tune was right, and then just the lyrics itself too. Like, every day I dream of holding you close to me. It just made you want to be in love. It made you kind of want to be intimate
right now. Go off.
Be with somebody. Yeah.
Nah, I feel you, and that's one of those things, and we always talk about during these shows that that's what's missing. I work with teams in Southeast, and so many of my teams, like, I feel sorry for them because they'll never know love music. They'll never have those songs to kind of place, them with, how we are with these moments. That's like, music is like that scrapbook that you hear a song and you're like, you remember, oh, that's when I was dating this person, or that's when I was in college, or that's when I was in high school, or some of our kids, just won't know that. So, hopefully this show will have people digging in the crates, and I'm actually put together a mixtape of all the songs we're naming so that, we can have it out there for cats to download and everything like that. Yeah, what's another one, man?
Mine is Natalie Cole, I Can't Say No.
Okay.
That joint is my joint right there. Like, come on. And she's like, if I had a dime, it's yours as well as mine. I keep the penny. I would gladly give you the dime. Like, yo, that's so real, yo. Like, that is so real. Like, I'm like, yo, every time I listen to that joint, like, when it comes through, I just vibe out. I'm like, yo, Natalie, I'm yours, yo. Like, I'm with you. Like, I'm with you. like, yo, you don't understand. Like, and my grandma loves Natalie Cole, so that she played the Inseparable album over and over, so I know that song. So I'm like, yo, and when I listen to that joint, I'm just like, Natalie, I'm in your world. I'm there, yo. You give me 9 cents, I'm with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, so that joint right there, I Can't Say No by Natalie Cole, one of my top love songs of all time, man.
Now, JR, what's that lyric again you just said? If I got a dime?
If I had a dime, it's yours as well as mine. I keep the penny if I would. I'll gladly give you the 9.
Wow.
I was like, exactly, that's all you can do. Like, no more. Like, yo, that's so ill. I swear.
Yeah.
Like, Chuck and Marvin wrote the heck out of that joint, yo, but dope love song right there.
All right. Okay, what you got for your second joint?
Well, the OJs is on my list too. And this is probably one of the most simplistic songs that they ever wrote, but it just speaks volumes to me. Forever Mine.
Oh, yeah.
And it's so, I don't know if it's just Eddie's voice that get me all the time or what, but I mean, it's just like the basics. He goes, I got what you want. You got what I want. And we were made for each other.
Y'all saw how she got in it?
It gets better with time. Ooh, I like what you like. You like what I like? Oh, Jesus. I'm just serving off of this. That song is just so hot to me. But when you listen to the lyrics, it's so simple. You just kind of like, what? I mean, it's almost like it could be a nursery rhyme almost. But he sings it with so much passion, and he simplifies love, and I think sometimes we make it so complicated, and he just simplifies it in a song. Like, yo, this is just all it is, boo, and it's me and you. We gonna rock it out. We sure will. Yes. That's my song.
And if I
she broke that down.
Yeah. Eddie is, like you said, Kay, he just got that voice. Like, Eddie is scared you.
Yeah.
Yes.
To fall in love with him. Like, you get tricked into fall in love with Eddie. But OJ's, Eddie got it. The next joint I got up is Ready or Not by After 7.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
That's a good one.
Yeah, the lyrics, I'll give you the sun, the rain, the moon, the stars, and the mountains. I'll give you the world and everything that you wish for and even more. Girl, I love you more than you can know, and that's for sure. I climbed the highest hill, crossed the widest sea, nothing can discourage me. And I pray that you'll always be there for me forevermore. Ready or not, I'll give you everything and more. All that I've got is yours. You know what I mean?
Love that.
Like this is the stuff that this is the stuff that we all want. You know,
be in a moment, y'all.
This is the stuff that we was made off of.
Right, yeah, this is the stuff. Well, no, JR may have been made off of Ready or Not. I was already here.
I don't even got no comeback. All right, you caught me on that one. You caught me on that one. You caught me off guard because I was in your moment. I was with you when you were going in, but you caught me off guard, Kill. I owe you one. Yeah, I owe you one.
I'm just saying, this joint dropped like
made off Lost in Love.
Yeah.
Right.
I knew it.
Okay, you got one too, Kay? Okay, you too. All right. Okay.
Just whenever I would hear this song, it was one of those things. And again, I'm in high school, and it's like these songs were so dope that you wanted to be in love. You know you wanted to be able to say this stuff to somebody.
Right.
And that's what was so dope about this. But y'all, let's take a break. I want to sit down and chop it up about Tia's book. Tell me a little bit about this book and where'd you get the idea to put it together?
Yeah, thank you. So the idea came from, I always say the book was created as a result of imperfection. So like imperfection in my own marriage, and just imperfection too, and things that I noticed when I was coaching couples, just they had similar challenges and they all centered around communication. So I'm like, I got to put something together to teach people how to communicate, how to ask for what you want, how to ask for more intimacy, how to disagree amicably so that you still love each other and so that that's still obvious, and just how to get along, right? How to talk about the pet peeves, talk about the little things, how to pray together, how to keep your relationship strong just in terms of communication. And I created it because like early on in my marriage, I had a lot of challenges with communication. Like I could shut down, we could walk past each other and not be speaking for like days on end. And for me, that was cool. I'm like, hey, you don't talk to me, I don't talk to you, and we're all good. And then I just realized this is not going to work. We got kids watching us kind of behave like this. I'm like, this is not a good message that we're sending to our children about how to communicate, how to disagree, how you resolve conflict. So it came from that. And then when I started coaching couples, I noticed like, well, other people have the same problems that I was having challenges with early on in my marriage. They don't know how to listen. They don't know how to ask for what they want. They don't know how to disagree properly. So I'm like, let me put this together. So the book really came from a lot of the ideas that I wrote for Black and Married with Kids, a lot of the articles that focused on communication. So I compiled them, put them together, and also I gave tips on how to improve in each of those areas. And at the end of each chapter, too, there are exercises for couples to do so that they can be really working on their communication. And the cool thing about the book is that it's real advice. It's real stuff that really works. It's not that pie in the sky type of logic. It's like real, like this is the real legit stuff. Like this is what I've tried. This is what I've had other couples try. And this is what really works. Like it's honest. It's real. I don't really sugarcoat. And that's how I am with my coaching too. Like I really challenge people to look at what role they play in the conflict or the things that are going on in the relationship. So the book is kind of challenging them too to improve their communication by challenging them to look at their own style of communication and really pinpoint what it is that they can improve on. So it's really a fun book. It's a quick read, but it's real powerful tips that you can use like starting right now to improve your relationship.
Right. That sounds dope. That sounds incredible because
Thank you.
you know, myself too, doing marriage coaching for years.
Mm-hmm.
So much of, you know, I actually know 13 couples right now going through a divorce.
Oh, wow.
And I would probably have to say a good 10 of them are just out of ignorance. It's just out not knowing what to do. You know, I always tell people, you know, when you're in a relationship, you know, in high school or college or whatever, you two start beefing, you can't get along, you break up. You know, then you get married and you're beefing and you can't get along, you can't just break up. You know, and so many of us just don't know what to do. You know, so many couples are at a place of, I want to forgive, I want to get past, I want to, but I just don't know how to. So I think that's, for me personally, that's what made me gravitate towards your book. As soon as I think the other night you were on Twitter and you were having like a conversation going. And you know, I came in on the tail end, but I was just like, yo, this is what so many couples need to hear. This is what so many couples need. So what are some of your hopes and I guess your visions that this book will be able to do for couples?
Yeah, and I hope that it teaches them how to communicate. Like that was the goal behind the book, and in fact, that's what kept me writing. Because writing a book isn't easy, and some days you have those days where you're like, I don't feel like it today. But I kept thinking about those couples. I'm like, this book is not about me. It's to save marriages and save relationships. So I got to get up and I got to keep pushing. So I hope that it will really, really let them know that there are other options. Other than, like, it's sad to hear about all those couples that, you know, going through divorce, but I want them to know that there's other options. Like, divorce is not, that shouldn't be your go-to option. There's other options. There's easy tips and tools that are in the book, and I hope that they pick up the book and that it will help them begin to heal their relationship. So I just really want them to know there's other things that you can try that you may not have tried yet, that are out there for you at your fingertips if you just look for it and you go out and get it. So I hope the impact is that it saves marriages, because that's heartbreaking to me to hear when my friends separate or when I hear of divorces. It just really does something to my spirit too, because I always think, did you try everything? And I always feel like they did not. Right. So I hope the book lets them know that there are other options and other ways for you to kind of improve and heal your relationship.
And that's so dope, because it's the same with me. I'll always challenge a couple and say, you know, if you're talking to God right now, can you honestly say you tried everything you had for your marriage? And like you said, almost 9 times out of 10, everybody has to say they don't. You know, I love this book. I love the idea, just because as black folk, I mean, keep it 100, we don't believe in counseling. You know, white folk do. They'll go see their counselor and then like, second, you know.
Exactly.
Their friend.
What'd you say, Kay? Kay, I didn't hear you. What'd you say?
It's a form of networking. It's how they meet their friends. That's how they, you know, bonds and so forth. You know, us is more social. I come to your house, I meet your friends, and now we great. You know, we meeting people in counseling, and now we have something in common, and we're helping one another. And so that's where our downfall is.
I agree.
I think the idea of the book is so amazing, because it kind of gives you that toolkit to use in your house, because everybody isn't going to go out and seek a life coach or seek and to be honest with you, one of the main reasons why myself and Dr. Roz got into the whole marriage coaching piece was because I didn't want couples to not have a toolkit because they didn't have money. You know, that's real. You know, everybody doesn't have $50 an hour to go talk to somebody, you know, that's not covered insurance. So I was kind of like the doctor who wanted to go to school but wanted to work at the clinic and not the big hospital. Like, I want to help people who, I don't want anybody's marriage or family to fall apart because you don't have the means to get it done. And I think the thing about a book is that, you know, you're able to do it kind of in the house and things like that. And not only prayerfully through this book will not only they have better communication with their spouse, but better communication in all their relationships.
That's true. Yeah.
I say being married for 16 years has made me a better friend. It's made me a better brother. It's made me a better son. It's made me a better all-around person. You know, so I just really want to salute you for that. Where can they?
Thank you.
Where can they buy it at?
Yep, so it is on Amazon. So if they just search A Conversation Piece, it should be the first one that comes up on Amazon.
I'm on it. I ain't married.
Thank you.
Man. What?
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm not married. Girl, I'm going to call you because I got some stories.
Yes,
call me.
Oh, my God.
Baby, we might need a private session or something, like a getaway in the mountains, and you just kind of burn incense around me.
Oh.
and walked
Best
away.
call me, Kay. Call me.
Now tell me this. You've been married 15 plus years, 2 daughters. One, how was your daughter's trip? I know you just got back from a trip.
Oh, it was great. It was great. She was state representative for a day, had a good time. She was running the place, so it was great. Thanks for asking.
No doubt. Now tell me this. Give me one little treat. Give me something, married 15 plus years, that's beyond an accomplishment nowadays. Especially. Yeah. I tell couples, you better salute yourself after 1 year of marriage.
Yeah.
But after 15 plus years, what is one nugget that you could give some of our listeners and give us that could help, that's kept you and your husband together?
Yeah, I would definitely have to say the sacrifices. I read this book once, The Mastery of Love, and for me that kind of changed how I show up in my marriage, because it said in that book too that you're only responsible for your half of the relationship, and you're supposed to take like really good care of your half of the relationship and not be so concerned with what your partner ain't doing and what they messing up with. And so I took that to heart, and now I'm like, as a wife, what should I be doing? What does he need? You know, how does he feel happy? You know, what encourages him? And that's what I should be doing. So I can't be concerned like, well, he didn't give me what I need, so why should I give him what he needs? But it's not about that. I have to make sacrifices and make sure that I'm meeting his needs and that I'm making sure he's okay and I'm checking in with him. And in return, we do it for each other now. But my doing it didn't have to be tied to his doing it. Like I can do it without him starting to do it first. So I think sacrificing and putting your partner first, making it the best marriage possible for them, I think is your responsibility as a partner or a spouse.
All right. That's huge. Because I always tell folk, man, marriage is it's about sacrificial love. You know, when I'm talking to couples who are thinking about getting married, I'm like, bruh, it's like being a waiter. You know, you're there to serve her and she's there to serve you. So you're serving each other, which makes a need. Where you have so many of these couples get divorced because, like, well, I'm taking care of my needs, you taking care of your needs. You look up and why do we even need each other?
Right.
There's so many people.
I have a question.
Yes, Kay. I'm not even going to be this polite. Yes, Kay.
Like, do you find that when it comes to couples who are having issues, a lot of times it's couples that come from single parent homes. Like I've had this discussion with my friends who come from single parent homes, and it seems like they have a harder time in relationships because they didn't have the nuclear family with the mom, the dad, the 2.5 kids, the 2-car garage, the dog in the house. Whereas my friends who have come from that type of environment, they rock it out through thick and through thin because they've seen examples of it in the house and they know what it takes. But the other half is like, hey, look, if you're not working for me, I know how to take care of myself and I just rock on. Do you find that as well with what you do?
I definitely find that, and Kate, for real, like that was my challenge early on in my marriage. I came from a single parent home, and my mother made parenting look easy. She made it look like men are optional. So early in my marriage, that's kind of how I'm like, hey, you know, if I got to raise these kids by myself, I can, because I saw my mother do it. She made it look kind of effortless. So I think I can do it too. So I treated him like that. You know, I'm like, you can stay, you can go, I'm good either way, knowing that wasn't what I wanted. So definitely a lot of couples come with that challenge too, because they don't know how to be married or how to have a relationship because they didn't see those examples.
Any other questions, Kay? Any other questions from the congregation? JR?
No, because I'm getting a couple of people this book, because I got one friend that's about to get married in 2 weeks, and then I got another friend that got married last year, and they got some issues, so I need to get them this book. So
thank you.
No problem.
This book is also this book is also for a platonic relationship, so I think you and Kill need to get it to learn how to treat me. So
anyway, she's been
whatever. Real quick again, give them your Twitter handle, your website, one more time where they can get it and everything.
Yeah, thank you so much. So the book is called A Conversation Piece, 32 Bold Relationship Lessons for Discussing Marriage, Sex, and Conflict. You can find it on Amazon. My Twitter handle is Life in Love Coach. And the and is an N, so Life in Love Coach is my handle. And my website is lifeediting.com.
And don't forget to check her out over at BMW Care.
Yes.
Again, great website. Love Ronnie.
Yes, it is. Yeah.
They support everybody,
Yeah.
and that's what I loved about them. You know, there's no.
Yep.
Even when I was doing my stuff with Roz, it wasn't. You know, you have a lot of people who are like, well, we do the marriage thing. Well, we do it too. Well, nah, we ain't messing. Nah, their whole about let's all bring it in. Let's all make it together. The more soldiers we got keeping marriages together, the better. And that's what we need.
Absolutely.
So
they are amazing. Yeah, that's an amazing site too. They are an amazing couple.
Yeah, so everybody go out there, cop that book. You know you need it. You know somebody who needs it. So go out there and support it. Again, I'm a bookworm at heart, and I tell people all the time, this is how I met JR on Twitter, T, is that we got to support each other. You know,
absolutely.
On Twitter gave everybody a hand and said, hey, come on my show or do this, and let's write for my site, and we could all be much forward moving. So, you know, definitely.
Absolutely.
So, all right, come on, let's get back into the conversation. Tia, what is your third love song? We're talking about love and keeping these couples together.
Yes. Force MD's Tender Love. Oh, I know. Love so tender. And just, I think the line for me is when he says, like, I surrender. That's like, I just give up everything. This moment, like, I'm just surrendering. I'm giving in to this feeling I'm having. You know, I'm not going to fight it. I'm just going to surrender and just let what's supposed to be. And I just, yeah, that's my song right there.
Hallelujah.
You know, funny thing, I've always wondered. Now I gotta go back and peep some of these liner notes because you know I'm much more of a hip hop head than R&B, but like writing these songs, you know, because when you really think about what you just said, I surrender. You know what I mean? And it's something about the lyrics that are in these songs that you know you just think about, and it's just like, wow, if love could be like this. Like,
but in the beginning of the song, the part she left out that gets him to that point that's so dope is he's like, here I lay all alone.
Yeah.
Yearning for some of your tender love. Baby,
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, and I mean, it's just these lyrics, and when you really listen to them, it was a Jasmine Sullivan song. Oh, God, I forgot the name of it. But she's saying, got me in the kitchen cooking and cleaning, you know, whatever just is there for you. And it just struck me, and I just was talking to T, my wife, and I was just like, you know, do people really feel that way? You know, are we in that sacrificial place that God wants us to be like, hey, I am cooking and cleaning, whatever makes you smile. You know what I mean? But then we're going to give that back in return, you know? So it's just, y'all got me on these love songs. JR, what you got on that?
Well, since y'all two did the OJs and claiming y'all fans with them songs, please. But,
sorry, Mr. Bullhead.
Yeah, whatever. But my joint is You Got Your Hooks in Me by the OJs.
Okay.
And with the first line, when he said, I can't understand for the life of me what I see in you every time you talk about leaving me. I get so shook up. I don't know what to do. Like, yo. And then it's like, and then Eddie comes with that run, and he be like, ooh, but baby, I got my hooks in you. I'm like, Eddie, go up. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm getting a little too much. But that song, You Got Your Hooks in Me, yo, I swear, like, that has to be in my top list of my top love songs. I had to throw that in there, man.
All right, I feel that too. What you?
Did I go off too much?
No, bro.
You were good.
You make bad decisions on certain songs. So I'm
not, you see, we talk about love. We ain't talk about that. Why you even had to go there, Kill? Go ahead, Kay. It's on you.
See when the relationship coach get on here?
I love it.
Hey, what you got up next?
My song is from my favorite movie in the whole wide world, Car Wash. It is Rose Royce, I Want to Get Next to You.
Oh,
when
yes.
he's in that restaurant looking at that girl, and he is singing those lyrics. When I was little and I watched that movie on the Late Show with my mother, right, that caught me then, and I was like 6 or 7. I was like, you love her. That is so wonderful. But the lyrics, when he gets to the second verse, verse, and he goes, "Girl, I'm spending my dimes, waiting for my time. Talking to black and blue. Can't you see? I want to get next to you." That right there, what? Oh my God!
I got the patty wings right now. Go on.
Oh my goodness! And then when he talks about the dreams of going sailing and all of that with her, I'm like, guys don't come to you with rap lines like that anymore. And it's funny because my father, may he rest, would always be like, "These young dudes don't have no game. They don't have no game." That's because he came up in this era right here where you could quote these songs and just play them in the car while you with the girl on a date. This is my song.
And the funny thing is, say back then, like cats won't even understand wasting my dimes. Like,
right.
You putting dimes in the phone.
Like, what's up with these dimes, right?
You going to get somewhere to get changed. You going to the arcade to get changed. You got the and you wasting your dimes, man.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Fingers black and blue. You dialing the number. They didn't have call waiting. You had to keep calling till the line wasn't busy no more. What?
Yeah.
Jesus.
And don't get change from the store that want to make you buy something, because if they wanted you to buy something, that you can cut your conversation short. So they wouldn't just give you change.
I want to get. It's crazy, and I love Car Wash too. The next joint I got is Stevie Wonder's "You and I." First joint for this was seeing Michael sing it on Good Times.
That's what I was thinking of.
I was
when JJ Tripp keeps coming down the aisle.
At Thelma's wedding, and then we had at T's wedding. And just for the listeners who don't know, it's here we are on earth together. It's you and I. God has made us fall in love. It's true. I really found someone like you. Will it say the love you feel for me? Will it say that you will be by my side to see me through until my life is through? In my mind, we can conquer
the world.
This is us. This is the us piece right here, that we can conquer the world.
Yes.
Right.
You and I, you and I, you and I. I'm glad at least in my life I found someone. That may not be here forever to see me through, but I found that strength in you. I only pray that I have shown you a brighter day, because that's all I'm living for. You see, don't worry what happens to me. You talk about sacrificial love. That's it.
Yeah.
Well, I'm about to pay you my offering from church.
Girl, why was I thinking the same thing, yo? Oh my God.
That's sacrificial love right there.
That's it.
That I've shown you a brighter day. I ain't talking about what you bring to me. I'm just hoping that I brought something to the table for you.
Yeah.
You know, and wow. Yeah, so these are back when the lyrics,
I know.
It just wasn't about the beat and about the music. It was about what was being said, and just wanting to be able to say this to somebody and mean it. And for it not to be game, but for you to really be able to mean it.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, Lord Jesus, help me, Lord.
Yeah, take it. Thea, which one of your next ones?
My next one, it was my prom theme. So I'm just going to say some words and y'all tell me. Let me hold you tight, if only for one night. Let me keep you near to ease away your fear. It would be so nice if only for one night. Oh my gosh, so that takes me back to prom and dad.
Y'all are wrong on this video tonight.
I gotta throw a flag on that, because that's like
I know what he gonna say.
That's almost like it's kind of, because it's like, if I always thought it was the cheating song. Did anybody else get the cheating vibe from If Only for One Night?
Yeah. Because when he say no one has to know, that's why you saying that.
Yeah, I always thought like I'm gonna hit it real quick. Nobody, I'm creeping.
You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm? You know what?
I think it was just like a special night, like. Maybe it was the first night, I don't know, but I never got cheated.
You know what? People take them different ways. I just always wondered that, but you're right. It could be that special night. I thought Luther was just creeping, and then because it went right in the creep. Like if you remember the album, It goes straight from If Only for One Night in the Creeper.
That's
Yeah, you're right though.
it does. That's a good point. It does go right into a creep. Yeah, right. Okay.
Creep. Right.
Okay.
Nah, but no, that is definitely one of my favorite songs, and I never even really peeped it until later. But you're right, it could be the Special Night. We're gonna say it's the Special Night song for this.
Okay.
The Special Night song. Dale, what you got up next, man?
Forever in Your Eyes by Mid Condition.
Oh, man.
That is my joint. Like,
Yeah.
oh my God. I love Mid Condition. Actually, they actually one of my favorite 90 groups. So, but when he said, "Come unannounced, the feeling that I had for you, I had to know, was it love you felt too?" He didn't even say love in the beginning that he was in love. He was just like, I wanted to know if you felt that love too. Like, yo, who coming at songs like this, yo? Like, oh my God, this song is so beautiful, like, for real. Like, I love this song to death. Like, y'all don't know.
Hold himself rocking side to side.
I know. Like, yes.
Come out, y'all. Like, I'm about to sweat over this joint. Like,
Okay,
yo,
calm down, bro. You're not having a Greg moment.
See, no, I wasn't even gonna have a Greg moment. God damn.
You talking about you sweating over there?
Not over the song. Not. All right, you know what? I'm done. You know what? I don't want to talk no more. Go ahead.
Nah, I'm with you. Forever in Your Eyes is a dope song, and I just love the whole concept of I can see forever in your eyes. Like when I look at you in your eyes, I see forever. I don't see this just being for a minute. I see this being for the rest of our lives.
Right.
Okay, what you got up next?
All right, mine is more up tempo. Give a little shout out to Philly in this song, but this is one of hands down my favorite love songs, and it's Teddy Pendergrass, When Somebody Loves You Back.
Yeah.
And it's up tempo, but I mean, it makes love fun. And what I like about it is when he breaks it down, not 70-30, not 60-40, but I want a 50-50 love. What?
Yeah.
These things get so happy where you just feel like, yo, it is so good. And when he says to be loved and to be loved in return, it's the only thing that my heart desires. Just appreciate the little things I do. You're the one who gets me inspired. Keep on lifting me higher.
Yeah, yes.
I'm already imagining a beat in my head right now.
Me too, right? I start hearing it too, like, yeah.
He breaks it down so much in the song. Like, I could go through all of the lyrics, but it's the way he breaks it down. Just, it's almost like he's giving you the blueprint to be happy and to be in love with the song. And you know, so many love songs are slow and it's, you know, like, oh yeah, I want to love you, caress you. This dude right here is like y'all just hanging out in the park one day and he's just kind of going through, having a good time. Child, bless his heart. Bless his heart. Yes.
Nah, I feel that. The next joint I got up is Renee and Angela, Your Smile.
Come on. Come on.
Oh my gosh.
Come on.
I forgot all about that one. Oh my gosh.
Kill, you better make this mix ASAP.
Just thinking of some of the words.
I don't need no more.
Yeah,
look. Can I have a moment? For real.
Moment, Kay. When in your eyes shine pictures of a time for us, I met for love. When your lips kiss silence words, move the earth and shake my world, but nothing means as much as your smile. Nothing seems to touch your smile. Oh, if there's anything I'd miss, never could resist your smile. In the second verse, in your touch, there's tenderness, a sweet caress that soothes all pain. When I'm lost and feeling low, to you I go to make things right again. I mean, when you're thinking about that second verse, when I'm lost and feeling low, you know, isn't that what we all want? You have a bad day, you come home from work, and you just want to be built up. Like, come on, y'all. This is the blueprint. Don't ever get it twisted. The Bible is the blueprint, but this is like blueprint 2.5. Like, listen to some of these songs, and I challenge y'all to do something that's in these songs that we naming. It's all about see a change in your marriage. There's a change in marriage right there.
That's right.
That's because we don't do that anymore. We don't fall in love no more. The songs that are out now is, I'm hitting it, whatever, jumping off, whatever. I beat it up, all of these songs.
Yeah.
They're so disrespectful in the lyrics, but that's what the younger generation has. We came in on the tail end of our parents listening to this, and then we had our own R&B artists who tried to imitate it. Then it got lost. It's not there anymore. So they don't know this right here. This is the stuff that sustained your grandparents and your parents through their relationships, because they played this and it was over and over. It's almost like, I got to do this and we're going to be all right. And this is what sustained them. They don't have that now.
Yeah,
I agree. It's like the difference for me too is like our music was like about intimacy and their music is like about sex. Just sex. And ours was like, man, I want to wow you and touch you, and it was intimacy and not just wham bam.
Yeah, right. And it's crazy because R. Kelly actually had this song out called "Marry the P." He must have said, I'm not gonna curse, but he must have said that word at least 50 times in the song. One of my teens said, "Well, Mr. Kill, at least he wants to marry it, right?" And I'm like, this is like, this is where you're like, well, at least he wants to. And see, I'll tell you a funny story. I think I told Kay and JR this. I was working with my teens and we were talking about marriage. And one of my teens said, Mr. Kill, ever since Uncle Phil divorced the dark-skinned Aunt Viv, I haven't believed in marriage. And I'm like, what are you talking about? And she was like, Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, when they got rid of the dark-skinned Aunt Viv for the light-skinned Aunt Viv. I'm like, yo, shorty,
oh gosh,
casting, this isn't real.
Wow. Oh my gosh. Oh no. Oh my gosh.
That a lot of the kids in the inner cities throughout the United States, don't get to see marriages. I mean, when I asked them, well, who do you know are married? They're like, just you, Mr. Kill. That's it.
Wow.
Wow. And, that's the sad part that, this kid, not only are they not seeing it, they're not hearing about it. Yep. They don't have the kind of show like we had to kind of see, because each generation is different. All the couples I coach, for the most part, are always like, I want it what the Cosby Show had.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then as you get kind of younger, you say, well, I wanted what Martin and Gina had.
Yeah, right, yeah.
We only had TV because I always say our generation, I'm 42, came from that first generation where divorce was okay now. It was like, it's okay to get a divorce. Back in the 60s, when you did get a divorce,
Right.
And it was, to me, that wasn't that much better because it's not like those people learned how to work out their problems. They just stayed married, But, like our kids just don't get a chance to see it. I brought my wife to the hood once, and this old lady stopped me. He was like, Mr. Kill, who is that? Your baby mom? I was like, nah, that's my wife.
Oh, wow. Oh, yeah.
And it was almost just like, wife, like, what? Like,
right. Like they don't expect it.
It was a foreign word to them, and so much of that starts with, again, what we see and how we're raised. But see, what's your last joint for us tonight?
My last joint is by Heatwave.
I already know where she's going.
Each moment with you is just like a dream to me that somehow came true. Yep. And I know tomorrow will still be the same because we've got a life of love that won't ever change. Always and forever. That takes me back to them 8th grade parties and the slow dancing and just all that good stuff. Yeah.
Man, that right there is just like one of those. You just can't go wrong with that stuff, man. Like I don't know what was in the water. I don't know what was going on, but it was just something about when it came to write songs, there wasn't no fast, let me make a hit. It's almost like how we our kids know about the microwave. We kind of just knew about the toaster oven, but mama had to make us, you know what I mean? And back in those days, they were making music like it was a meal. They weren't just like, just get a Swiss Beats and get a Pharrell beat and just write something. And like they were trying to make music, and it's what I always talk about. Artists versus entertainers. Artists want to make a legacy. They want to write songs to be heard 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 years down the line. Music nowadays, nobody's gonna be listening to half of these artists, next year, let alone 30 years down.
Right.
Just yeah. JR, what's your last one, bro?
Oh my God, man, y'all went in. But this one has actually a double meaning for me. It's Nothing Can Change This Love I Have for You by Sam Cooke.
Yeah.
Like I love that song, and you know, when my grandfather passed, that's kind of like the song that I dedicate to him. But it's just the first line when he said, "If I can go 1,000,000 miles away, I write a letter each and every day, because nothing can change this love that I have for you." Like, you know, that was just so dope. Like Sam Cooke was doing it back then. You know what I'm saying? And to have double meaning with that when my grandfather passed, and that's his favorite artist. So when every time I listen to that song, it kind of makes me feel the love that I have for him, and I have, you know, he was like my heart. So it's like, for that song, that had to be on this list for me. So I had to throw Sam up in there with that.
Nice.
Just good choice.
That's dope. Kay, what you got?
So I picked an artist that Kill does not like, but I love him.
Now here we go, right? I already know what you're doing. Go ahead.
Since we all quoting lyrics, I'm going to follow suit. And to me, this is another one that's just so simplistic. It's simplistic love, and this is great. You're about the flyest thing that life could ever bring. Like fresh air to me, the blood I bleed sent to me, and I want to build with you. Since I seen you, we've been peoples. You're my equal. This love is see-through. I want to keep you. I want to be with you. Anthony Hamilton, Since I Seen You. Baby.
Come on.
Right there. And now that song got a little hidden meaning for me from back in the days when the song was first new, but that song is so dope to me. It's so simple. I mean, because what I imagine with this song is just, you know, this is this guy, he sees this girl, she's hot, he starts talking to her, and then from there, it's just like, yo, since I seen you, baby, we've been peoples. Like, they just clicked. He probably didn't think that he was going to get, you know, he was going to get that opportunity to talk to her. So he may have been the blue-collar dude. She may have been the corporate chick with the suit on, heels clicking down the sidewalk. And then he's like, hey, how you doing? And before you know it, they got a whole lot in common. And I think that's my story. So I started like,
but Kill do like.
Kill, you don't like Anthony Hamilton?
He like that.
Yeah, I was just about to say, don't pay her no mind.
Yeah, he
like.
I love Anthony.
He don't like Anthony.
But he don't like Anthony Hamilton. You got to listen to the old podcast. Anthony, how Anthony don't have longevity and all of this.
And his production is he's missing something. Yeah.
Let me explain something to you, T, about you keep nothing around them and ever listen to them, ever. I once said I like Shirley Murdoch better than Shirley Caesar, and I'm never gonna hear the end of that.
Oh my gosh!
Thank you. That look that you just gave. Thank you. He don't get it. Like, he don't get it.
What he said was, we were talking about music, and you know, you listen to gospel music, you feel better. He said, well, I'm not listening to Shirley Caesar. Shirley Murdoch actually does it for me. So I was like the cheater.
Wow.
I'm not looking at it like the cheater. I'm not.
As we lay, like that's what you got.
I was trying to remember what she said. I'm like, she sings As We Lay, right?
Yes.
Wow.
So husband made you feel good? Like what? As We Lay?
Yes. And we have a problem with it. We will never let him live that down.
This is what I was saying. That if I'm doing something that's stressful, like if I'm working on a website or working on something, slow music is what calms me down, not gospel at that time. I didn't say I don't like gospel. I didn't like Shirley Caesar. I said if I'm having a bad day, I want some slow music. But
he still likes Shirley Caesar. He likes Shirley Murdoch better than Shirley.
First of all,
I won't listen to gospel music, and I've told him this in Bible study. I go straight to Shirley Murdoch.
Yeah, that's exactly what he said.
First of all, we talked about this before. I was not raised in the church. If you weren't raised in the church, you didn't know no Shirley Caesar unless I'm 64 years old.
That don't mean that Aunt Shirley got some songs that will definitely bring you there. No Shirley Murdoch husband and As We Lay is going to make me feel. You bugging right now.
Okay, I'm bugging. See, you're back to Anthony Hamilton.
Got him, leg boy.
He said Anthony Hamilton is not that great. He was.
No, I did.
You can't be on a car ride and listen to his CDs back to back. So
no, I didn't say that. I did not say that. I said after coming from where I'm from, I didn't like his albums as a whole. He has good songs.
You can't listen to them on a whole car ride. I said, yes, you can, because he has some good stuff. And he was like, I think he lost it. I don't even know how y'all like him.
Y'all? We're going to buy this book because we ain't communicating right now. Y'all not listening to what I said. I said if you had a CD and drive from New York to Atlanta.
I see.
There's 2 against 1. So who's right here? Like, agreeing with this, and Kill is saying no.
This is what I'm saying. Y'all have missed. I said if you gotta take one CD with you from Maryland to Atlanta and back, you ain't taking an Anthony Hamilton that's not coming from where I'm from. I didn't say you can't listen to it on your way to work and come home. I didn't say that.
You don't even try us like that, because I'll bring Soul Life with me. Yes, I would.
Okay. Well, you drive to Atlanta and back on Soul Life. You gonna run off the road in South Carolina on your way.
You see how many daggers you see? You see this, right?
I see it.
You know, I'm afraid for you tonight.
Can you do a private session with us?
I can. Yes, I can.
See, we was nice from the beginning.
All right, let me get my last joint in before y'all throw me off of here with my show. Y'all act like As We Lay wasn't a great song. We all have sung it. Let's not act like that.
You see his disclaimer?
We did sing. I did sing it.
You like As We Lay, JR. Don't front.
No, I do not.
You never like As We Lay.
No. In this argument, no.
Not this argument in life. You can't be like in this particular argument.
We ain't vibing right now. Go ahead with your song, yo. I ain't even vibing with you right now.
My last joint is Loving You by Minnie Riperton.
Yes.
It's one of my favorite songs growing up. My mom used to play it all the time. I think as a little kid, I was so, just in love with the fact that there were birds in the song. Like, you gotta understand, I'm like 7, 8, so I know that's simple now, but, you turn on the song and you hear birds, know, and then Shorty, could sing and the octaves that she would go to. But one day, the thing that I love about music, and let me bring it biblical since y'all think I'm going to hell right now.
No, listen, you go where you want to.
Go. That's right.
That the same way that you could be reading a Bible verse you read your whole life, and then one day it speaks to you in a different way than what it spoke to you before. I was listening to Loving You one day, and I just heard this line where she says, "Stay with me while we grow old, and we will live each day as springtime." And that line just stood out to me because when you think about, black folk, we love the spring. Like she said on the wire, 65 degrees, we damn near barbecuing. So when you think about stay with me as we grow old, it's like that's the premise of marriage. Like, this isn't just for right now. We're supposed to stay together. We're supposed to grow old together. We're supposed to take care of each other. And we will live each day as springtime. Like, could you just envision that like, yo, we're gonna be together and every day is gonna be this nice 80-degree sunny day. And I mean, we know it's not gonna be like that. What we're supposed to be shooting for, and that lyric just stood out to me.
You trying to redeem yourself.
Yes, he did. Then I was thinking about that. He redeemed himself.
He did a good job. Yeah.
Thank you. I appreciate you. I redeemed myself. But yeah, like that lyric just always stood out for me. So Tia, do you have any extra ones, any leftover joints or anything like that?
No, I was thinking when JR was mentioning his grandfather, I was thinking about when my great-grandfather was passing, I was thinking of Shaka Khan and Through the Fire, but I didn't have the lyrics in front of me, so I couldn't remember everything that she said. And so I think she was talking about a relationship going through the fire, so that was that brought me back to that, and I used to love that song too. So.
Yeah. JR, you got any more joints? I know you said you had a couple extras.
I got 2 more. I got So Amazing by Luther Vandross.
Ooh, yeah.
And then I got Stevie Wonder, Knocks Me Off My Feet.
Yeah. Yeah. That's great.
And Darnell Jones did his thing on his cover too. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did.
Okay, you got any extra joints?
Yes, I do.
All right.
So I have Deborah Law's Very Special, and that's just so dope to me. All my love is all I have, and my dreams was very special. All my life I look for you, and today my dreams come true. You need me, and I need you. What? Pass the collection plate. That's my joint, and I mean, we all diss this dude, but we all know that he's a genius in his own right, just period. And R. Kelly's "You Made Me Love You" is just one of the dopest songs. But that was after, he had his little controversy, so he came out with the Chocolate Factory and made us all remember why we started liking him. But it's just, again, the premise with the words. I was just minding my business when Miss Pretty, you came walking. My heart stopped and said, what is this? As soon as you started talking. Something happened deep within me. All of a sudden, I got this feeling. Man, let me tell you, that right there is just like, it's almost like you can envision him coming at her with game, and he wasn't expecting to fall in love. And sometimes that's how it is. You fall in love, and you don't even expect to fall in love with the person. You're just like, oh yeah, he's cool. Yeah, we friends. Yeah, he's nice. And before you know it, you like, yeah, come over. We living together. Oh yeah, come to the wedding. Come to, all of these things that come along. And then my last song, because I have a couple. My last one is my favorite song ever, and it's the Gap Band, "Yearning for Your Love."
Come on.
Yes, all right.
Like he's laying down the law to her. Like, you're not gonna keep walking in and out of my life. Like, so whatever issue you got going on, I'm gonna give you a minute. You go over there, Harley, handle your business, and come back to me. But my heart is yearning for your love. And for real, like, now I'm not trying to take your job because that's what you do here, but like that right there is really how relationships are today. It's almost like we so afraid to show our emotions, but we keep doing like this yo-yo thing. Like, we come back, and then when it gets seriousness, then we kind of run off again, and then we come back again, and then we run off again. And right here, he's putting a stop to it. Like, you're not going to keep doing this to me. I can't. This emotional roller coaster. That song right there is just the dopest to me.
Yeah, that's dope.
And then Shirley Murdoch as Belay, because that's what the Ember Ain't that right, Phil?
Yep, you're right. The husband stealer. You're right. And you know what? It's cool. Keep on. Keep the shot. I never gonna live this down. And the last two that I got in coming off of K with the Gap Band, it's a song that I fell in love with them, and then Mary did it again on her Mary album, and it's called "I'm in Love."
But anyway,
off the Mary album. A lot of people don't know the Gap Band did it first, but that's a really dope song. And then the last joint I got is my man Stevie Wonder, "Overjoyed." Just the lyrics, "Over time, I've been building this castle of love just for you. Though you never knew you were my reason. I've gone much too far now to stay that I've got to throw my castle away over dreams. I picked out a perfect come true. Though you never knew it was you who I've been dreaming. The Sandman has come from too far away for you to now say, come back some other day. And even though they don't believe that they do come true.
Yes.
Did my dreams come true when I looked at you? And maybe you would believe, and you too might be overjoyed. You know, you talk about some lyrics, man.
Yes.
Talk about some love, man.
That was a good one.
Yeah.
That's it right there. I don't know, y'all. Quick question. Do you think that, we have this resurgence and everything, people getting high top fades again. I never thought that would come back.
I know.
Wow. Do you think that, music will go in that 360, that 180, 360, whatever it is. Y'all know what I'm saying. I'm doing Foxy Brown math on affirmative action. Like, I'm messing up the whole count, messing up everything. But do you think music will come back to a place where, where we can sing about love again? And if you do you think that there is a newer artist that may be one to usher that in? What do you think, Tia?
I'm nervous about it because I don't know. Like, I feel like we need to support more artists. I don't think we support the artists who are making that kind of music. Like, I do feel like Anthony Hamilton, Raheem DeVaughn, like they're making that type of real love type of music, and I don't know if they're as popular as some of the other people who are out now and making music. I hope so, though. I hope it'll get back to, I just hope people just start valuing relationships again, just in general. And I think if we start doing that, then people are going to start making songs that speak to what we value. So I hope so.
Right. What do you think, JR?
Like I gotta piggyback off her, Tia, like she said, like at the end of the day, if we can get like, cause the music is out there, the love songs is there, it's just not popular. And we don't support these people. So it sucks that, like when you got the popular people not making this type of music, it's hard for this other music to kind of come in again. So it's like if we don't have the big mainstream artists not singing and like how we felt about talking about these lyrics and how we was into it, and if we don't have these big artists that's making songs like this, it's going to be really hard for us to get real love songs back on the radio. You know what I mean? And it kind of sucks. And that's why, and a plug in for me, but that's why I do my videos, because I try to talk about these R&B songs that's really, really, really great that needs to get love. And I think, like you said, I'm nervous about it. I'm really nervous. If we just continue to support these great R&B like Raheem DeVaughn and Anthony Hamilton and other artists like that, it will be great. It will be great, but it's looking very frail and it's kind of upsetting.
Yeah.
So.
And Kay, what do you think?
I think it's already here. When I look at my playlist on iTunes and I look at the music that I buy, and I'm like, wow, I don't really have any new hip hop, any new R&B. Well, yeah, R&B, but I have like the soul singers. To me, Anthony Hamilton, Raheem DeVaughn, Layla Hathaway, Leela James, they all these people, Lettucey, they all bring this in. Marsha Ambrosius, these are all the people I have on my playlist, and they're making these love songs, and they're killing it. These songs are so hot. However, it's not making it to mainstream. And so, I mean, we can support them. If you ever go to a show, you see all of us up in there. But I mean, we kind of almost the older generation now. Like, it's like going with your parents to an OJ show.
Right.
Yeah. You don't want to see my 25-year-old niece at the show with me, or, unless maybe she's in love at the moment and she feel like she stumbled upon something new. These artists are out there, but they're not getting the play that they want to, and it's evident when you go see them, the venues you see them at. And I'm not throwing any stones or trying to like throw shade. The Howard Theater is dope, but I mean, you going to see these people at the Howard Theater, they should be selling out the Verizon Center or something. They shouldn't be at Howard Theater. And so it's there, but is there a demand for anybody that say under 35? I don't see it. I don't. They Beyonce, they wanted Monica Lewinsky all over my dress, all of these different things, and it's just, I don't know, it's not there. The need for it from the younger generation is not there.
Yeah, and I'm with the rest of y'all. There are a lot of dope artists. I think my favorite at the time is Kendrick, The Family Soul. Something about seeing a husband and a wife together on stage and talking about it in one song. And I mean, I know, this speaks to so many women. It's always speaks to my wife. They have a song called Woman First. And the lyrics, and this is from the woman's perspective, of course. I look in the mirror and so much has changed ever since I had the babies. I just don't feel the same because every day I'm working, I'm nursing, not sleeping, or eating, and our love life is slipping, and I feel like I'm to blame. But today's like you read me. You knew I didn't believe. You kissed me slow, let me know, to make me see what I really need to be. So, I think, like you guys said, we have that. I don't know if it's ever going to become mainstream. I don't know if we'll have a radio a couple of years from now, because it's getting slowly played out and streaming.
That's real.
Spotify's, people are now being able to tune into what they want to hear, so it's even harder to get the younger generation to, be able to listen to something because, so much of it's disappearing. And it's funny because I've always said, just talking about relationships, whenever somebody asks me, kill the neighborhoods you work in, they're so bad, what would you get rid of? Would it be the drugs? What could you do if you could change one thing? And I always say it, give me a man and a woman in the house on the same accord, our neighborhoods will look completely different.
Nice.
Absolutely. Yes, it will.
Because all the men in the projects, they're going to get rid of drug dealers. That ain't going to work, So that's the thing. And I'm not even saying you got to be married. It'd be great if you married. If you give me a man and a woman house on the same accord, that could change it. And I'll tell you something else I started doing last week. We feed the kids when they come in from the school to our community center, so it's always crazy. And the other day I went in there and I started playing Anita Baker. I played Rapture because I said, you know what? If you Rugrats can act the fool while Anita sings to y'all soul, y'all ain't no saving. And I played it, and it was quiet, and then I left, and then my man texted me like, yo, it's off the hook in here, man. You need to come. So the new thing I'm doing now is taking some Anita, some Luther, some of that old good stuff, and I'm playing it while they eat their lunch to try to calm them down and hopefully to get
that's a good idea.
Sweet love, you bring me joy. You know, they gonna listen to that stuff. We gonna say
pill they don't have anymore. You know, you just said with the seeing the men, when we volunteer at work, like we volunteer, like, you know, our daily bread or whatever, and anybody can come in there and eat. We could all go there right now if it was open and eat a meal. It's no, you know, income requirement. You don't have to be homeless. And I saw these men, and they were all from the neighborhood, day laborers, and the guy said to the other one, what are you doing here? He said, I come here so my wife and babies don't have to come here. They eat at home. I eat here. And I teared up because this man had to be 50-something, and you could see the calluses on his hand or whatever. And I was like, yo, that's so deep right here. And it ain't no shame in his game, because here go his man from down the block who's here too, trying to make it for his family. But what also is did to me is it spoke about love. Like, yo, you love your family so much that you're not letting them step foot in here. You the man, you're going to buy whatever you can for the house, and they're going to eat there. You're going to come here and eat this free food so that they don't have no shame. There's no stigma to it. We don't have that in the neighborhoods no more. And that's where the downfall is in relationships, period, because it's generation after generation after generation. And unfortunately, it trickles into people our age who still want to be young or whatever. It's a whole lot of people that's 45 and 46 that's single and ain't never been married. And I'm like, well, what you waiting for? It ain't my time. Dude, you about to die in 2 weeks. Like, what do you mean? You in the 4th decade of life. Like, if it ain't your time now, it ain't coming. I mean, that's what you get now. You know, before it was everybody wanted to do it and it was great, but that's why I think you're good, because you talk about it like, yo, it's hard, but you can see it through. I know a lot of people who don't see the first year of marriage through. So you go to the new house, and then before you know it, the house got a for sale sign, and they dividing up stuff. You know, it's crazy.
Yeah, sad.
Yeah, well, definitely another dope show, y'all. Tia, thank you for sitting in with us.
Thank you.
Come back, girl. Come back next week.
I would love to. Thank you so much. I had so much fun.
You see, we crazy.
I love it.
You gotta come back. You gotta come back with us. Give them all the information about the book one more time, too.
Okay. Thank you so much. Y'all made me feel right at home and welcome. It was so much fun. I've never done anything like this, so this was a lot of fun for me. But it's called A Conversation Piece, 32 Bold Relationship Lessons for Discussing Marriage, Sex, and Conflict, and you can purchase it on Amazon.
Okay.
All right. Perfect. JR, give them all your website stuff.
JuniorWorldOfSoul.com, Twitter, Music Soul Nick. That's it.
And y'all already know what it is with me, at Kill889. We'll make beats for food.com. Tia, thank you for sitting in with us. We're going to chop it up with y'all next week.
All right. Thank you.
Bye-bye.